Today we are going to celebrate a follow-up session that we are going to continue. This is the second one, and we will repeat the follow-up sessions with the goal of giving you all the information that you need and attending some questions. As you know, there is we have we wanted to be in contact with through the platform, and we see that it will be necessary to continue our contact by these meetings. And we have already done another meeting, and we will continue with these kind of meetings, especially with the people that want to improve or to achieve higher certifications. So just to the agenda of today is going to be like this. If you have any question as well, we have here people from the persons from the organization. So if you have any question, please let us know. Okay, Mariano, si tienes alguna pregunta, or any other person that is Angel or other person, please let us know. The idea is to be with you during the and clarify all the questions that we can have pending, not only for the students, but hello. Bueno, bienvenido, Dani. Thank you. But for the persons that should advise or answer some questions about the training, but regarding to that, we have already explained to all the participants which are the ways of communication with us, and that we all continuously are looking forward the answers of to the questions that our participants are doing. So we just to remind the development program that they have 2 levels. All the people was doing they have the access of the 2 levels. And in terms of advancements of the course, we have seen that the first one has been ended by the 90% of the students. That means that most of the participants that they were attending in the presential sessions have finished the training. And then from the whole group of people that they attended they are following or they have followed the content by 12 persons. With this, we have some participants that are finishing the part of the online on the online content. That means that we are giving information about what they have done in the platform and what they have already achieved. Regarding these levels, we have we just remember that it was a blended training system with 3 sessions that were held in presence that we already done the last month of December, and we have started with a blended training. That means with online, with our platform, that initially was thought to be finished in the mid of February, but we have seen that it will be necessary to, as some students have asked us to have more time, we have given 2 weeks more to finish our activity in February 28th. To clarify, the certifications, as it was one of the activities about the training They are not compulsory. That means people, they can finish their course in the platform and they will receive their diploma. If they finish as most of the people have done the PL-900, they have already received their diploma of having attending to this course and the platform. Um, that could be as well done by the PL-100. So that means that some people that they decide not to pass the certification. That means since we have not done any pretest for the people that we have received, and we have not done already any kind of test or interview for these people. These people are attending in a voluntary way, so they decide if they seem to be capable to make these certifications. So what we want to give the data that some people we thought it was interesting to give as soon as possible the first operation for certifications, but we see that to give more options to the students, we advise to the students to make the certification of the PL-900 during this month. The people that they want to pass the certification, we advise to do during this month. If there is anyone that is really interested in doing the certification and decides only to pass the PL-900, please let us know, and we will be happy to assist these people in order to help them to achieve the PL-900 during our support and our training. For those people that already have passed the certifications of the lower level and are interested in passing the exam, the second exam, which is the advanced exam of the PL-100, you have all the dates are suggested, but you have the suggested date for the end of February. So why we are, and if you do it before, is better for us. If you do it later, the problem is that we want to choose or some of the best students to make them in some activities of promotion among the Microsoft partners. And we cannot do it after this date. We can do it in the beginning of March. If someone is going to pass the certification in April or in May, we won't be able to continue with our support because it's impossible for us as a private company to keep support without ending. So and it's important as well to fix dates for the development of the project. So that means that we have different kind of people that they are in the PL-900 and they feel more comfortable to continue with that. Another group that they are interested in passing through the PL-100, and from these people to get the certification at the end of February will be great. Like this, we can help them in their resumes and give these resumes to different possible contractors, companies that are working in the Microsoft system, and we can spread these resumes to them and help them to find a job. So about vouchers is the same. We have the option. We in this program we expected the vouchers are provided by Microsoft directly, and Microsoft has given us vouchers to the participants, to the whole participants of the PL-900, and to the ones that they want to get to achieve the certification of the PL-100. If the PL-100 is for example, we have one person, for example, that have passed a very that they have it is we are helping him to get the certification, And what we want to do with the group is to achieve as much as possible the PL-100, but we know that not all of them are going to be able to pass this exam. And the reasons are very different. In some cases, they are doing actually other activities, so they are not to pass the certification. The process of the certification need time, need to spend time, need to have not only the presential learning and the online learning. They need to have to be dedicated hours to make the certification, and it is something that not everybody is able to have. Some of them are traveling, some of them are not answering our emails. So what we are really interested is to have the people and to be focused on the ones that want to get the certification, that are able to receive the certification, and later on we can work with them in the employment actions with Microsoft. So voucher will be received if the person have passed the PL-900. Our group that we have here, a different group of persons. We are here with Isa Martinez. She is the responsible of the support in the group. We have as well from the technical department we have a Kalim Dani, who is working with us in our international support department. And we have as well Rafael Quiroz, who is an MCT certified as me. And we are a group of people working, always looking for these movements and questions that are done in the platform. Okay, so the idea is if someone asks about vouchers, because maybe sometimes we can find people that they are not interested in having the promotion, but then 6 months later they are asking for the vouchers. They are not going to be able to be having after this date any voucher that they have not, people that they have not worked in the project. So this is very important because people later they realize that they have a very good opportunity and they want to go on. We need people now engaged in the program and to develop these actions. So this date will be the end date of our aim, and of course we will help these people that are studying and that they are going to do the test during the month of February, or if they can do, we can help them if they need to do it the first week of March. We will help them, but we won't do service for people that in terms of 3, 4, or 6 months later will contact us and say, please, I would like to have this certification because I wanted to do it, and it is not a right without any end. Okay, so I don't know if you have any question about that, students or people of the organization.
Yes, please. I have one question. Can you repeat the number of the people who passed the exam, PL-900 and PL-100?
So the PL-100, no one has passed the exam. Okay.
No one. Okay.
No one. And the PL-900, we are now 5 people that they have passed, and we have another people that are passing the exam. The training, the course in the platform is 90% of the students.
The training.
Yeah, the training, which is
but not the exam.
the diploma. We have 2 exams. We have our exam, the exam of to get the diploma for that they have already achieved the knowledge, the fundamental knowledge. Okay, and then there is the international certification exam from Microsoft. Okay, and this international certification having passed by 5 people. With more now we are they will get maybe 7. We expect to have about 12 to 20. Our aim is to have 12 people. Okay, because the certification is in English. They have we think that we have this month to get more people with the certification. Okay,
so PL-900 90% people pass the exam.
The course, okay?
The course.
Okay. The course. They have done all the course and they have achieved the knowledge to get the diploma of, in this training, there are two levels. The level of the knowledge for having the course, and then you have the level of the Microsoft certification that it's another exam. They have passed two exams, the exams of the platform, that they have questions and answers. They have to pass one exam that we deliver. That means these people, they know about the knowledge, but and then there are other people. There is another exam which is not compulsory, but is needed for the people that they want to achieve. For example, they have to pass this exam in 700 from 1000. So that means they can pass with 1.5, pueden pasar con un 7, con un 5 y el otro le piden un 7. Entonces necesita un nivel mayor para poder pasar el examen oficial de Microsoft porque tiene una limitación de tiempos, ¿de acuerdo? Tiene una limitación de tiempo, está en inglés y entonces, de hecho, no todos lo han pasado, ¿de acuerdo? No han suspendido todos porque hay algunos que no lo han hecho. So I don't know if you follow me that there are two exams. The exam that we do in the course, that it is the level that 90% of the students have passed this. That means that they have knowledge about the technology. But to be master, they have to do the certification. And to be master, they will have now. We are with this number of people passing the official Microsoft test. That need to be, as you know, in a special environment with one computer, with internet, alone in the class and everything.
Esto, Javier, ¿nos puedes pasar una notita donde diga, han empezado el curso 30 personas, han aprobado el PL-900 2 o 8 o 14 y el PL-100 5 o 7 o 6? Es efectos estadísticos, o sea, un número. Saber cuántos han pasado uno y cuántos han pasado el otro.
De acuerdo. Pero es que hay dos exámenes, ¿eh? El examen del curso y luego el examen de Microsoft. Entonces yo te voy a pasar los dos.
Los dos, eso. Pues el examen del curso lo han pasado tanto, el examen de Microsoft tanto, sí, ya está.
Ok.
Ok.
Muy bien. We can talk about the PL-900, not about the PL-100, since we are still in the training. No one has passed anyone. Okay. Te voy a pasar del 900. Which is the one I can give you information. The other one has to be done after in the month of February. So which are the next steps? The next steps, as we said, is we have done all the training. Now we have to continue with the platform. Please access to the platform, and please all the questions and answer, please do it in the platform with the system that you have already access. That means you have the forum, you have the information, and from that what we do is sessions like this one to give more knowledge. We have a problem now. The problem is these people. We don't know what happened with these people. We are trying to contact them, and we try to check with them in order to achieve to know. For example, we have sent the email. They have the voucher for the PL-900, and they don't. Some of them they don't answer this list. They don't answer. So how can we be in contact? Because we want to know if they want to continue with the highest level of certification or not, and we want to know if there is something that happens with them because they don't answer our questions. Do you know, Mariano, why can be that?
Yeah, yes, I know that, but I think is that list of person is important for Mihai. Mihai can check what happened with these people.
Okay, so Michael, please, can you get these names?
We'll try to check this list just to see if these people continue in the center. We'll check.
Yeah, because we know that some people, they are not in the center, as some customer has told us. So it is very difficult for us. Yeah, if they are not in the center, it's very difficult for us to.
For us.
Anyway, we are online. So if you know about them, please let them know, because we are still always trying to contact them, sending emails and trying to be in contact. And for us, it's much more important to be focused on the ones that they want to achieve the high level certification and get a job, that if they are not interested or they have done a change in their activities, for us it will be good to have the because for example, we have here we have Paulina. Olina is here, but she doesn't answer the question. So luckily she's with us. So this is not the one. Olina Lazarenko she's in the meeting. Thank you, Olina, for attending, but we need you to answer, please. Answer our emails, okay? So please, people that are in the you have to the email is soporte. Please, if you see an email with soporte, please answer the questions. Like this, we know what is going on, okay? Because as you know, what the idea is to keep you informed of everything. We have seen that. We know. I think that a group of people from some people, I know that they have left the center, and it's difficult for them to continue, as they told us. But to get the training, to get the certification of the PL-100, they need to spend more time, and they need to be focused on this training. The 3 days are not enough to learn, but it was an introduction of the technology, and the self-study and dedication. It is very much necessary to achieve the knowledge of the content of the technology. Okay. All right. So now what we are going to do is to start about for those that you are only thinking about organization matters. We are going to start now with technical things. So if you want to continue, it's okay for us. If you don't want, if you have any question now, any question more, and then I will start with the prep questions. Do you have any question more about organization, Mariano or Mihai? Or any other person, please? Dimitro?
I have a question. Some students asked me about the computers, because most of students, they don't have laptops, they don't have computers, and now they don't have access to this classroom because it's only opened when somebody is passing the exam. Is it possible for students to get the access to this classroom if they want to study, to use the computers? Can they apply to reception, or when they can get this access?
I see. So this is an issue, of course. If they don't have the access to the computers, they cannot answer our emails, and I didn't know that, and they cannot continue with the preparation. So I don't know if it's possible, and well, this is a matter of the organization. I am not able to answer. Maybe Mariano or Mijail can check or think about that.
Yes, right now in this morning we are discussing about this possibility. We are going to open the informatic room to provide access to the student to get several in several hours.
Mhm.
You know, so right in this morning we are discussing about that. I think it's possible to open the aula, and you can get to access to the computer.
Okay, so I think it's good for you, and please explain to the group that will be possible, maybe, in the future. Dimitro?
I have another question. do we have some responsible persons here in the center who should be aware of all the questions, of everything happening and how the exam should go and all this stuff? Do we have such person, or we should get one?
Who is the person of the in the facilities? No, I mean, because yes,
Here.
we can answer you. We can answer you questions about the technology, about the course, about the exam, but we are not we don't have this kind of information about opening hours and or other questions. So I don't know if there is any person in charge of that. Mariano is who, or is a group? I don't know.
I can understand exactly what the question. What's the question, Dimitri? Can you repeat the question?
Do we have a responsible person here in the center who is fully aware of all the questions, of all the issues of the students, and who can help us to solve those questions? As far as I know, we don't have such person, and because the workers of the center are not aware about the problems with computers and other problems. Is there a responsible person here for these courses in XM, here in the center?
You mean question about informatic question, right?
Or
About all the general questions. For example, I know the students that came to pass the exam and the classroom was closed. But they scheduled the exam and they gave the information that they will pass the exam. They came on this date, but the classroom was closed. Is there any responsible person who will help students to continue the studying, to solve all the questions?
No,
Is there any person we can contact to?
If you get any requests about to access the room or something like this, you can to keep contact with ASEM people, ASEM person.
In the reception.
Yes.
So there is no
it's to check with the organization. Each question that we have, we can be able to check, please. As Isatel is telling, is that with what we are going to do, for example, is the first question is this one. No? So first of all, as we told you, we are there are different topics. All the knowledge of the questions, these are questions for the PL-100. Okay, we think we have already talked about the PL-900 and the people that they want to to access, please talk in terms of the group. That means that we are going to we can help all the people that are with the first exam too. We are not doing, but now all the meetings are going to be held on for the high level certification. So that means that we will do questions, and these questions are going to be replied by you, by the people, the group, and we can talk about the why is one question, why is another question, and in this way and then we can do some activities if it's necessary. Why we are doing in this way? Because from the point of view of the training, we are going to focus our knowledge in taking into account what is told in the questions. We have a lot of concepts and many relationships and many points, and you have all these concepts on the platform. You can read these concepts, you can do the labs and the activities. And then the most important thing is to know which are the questions that we will be able to receive in the exam. For example, in this case, we are using general questions. As you know, some of these questions, and the people that have passed the test of the PL-900 know that some of the questions are the same questions. Maybe if you do for this exam many questions, you will see how maybe 30% of them are in the test. So what we are going to do now here is the question is about always on very practical issue, and they talk about topics. The topics are different topics, that general topics of the knowledge that then are going to be as well summarized in the exam. When you do an exam, you don't have the answers, and you will never see the answers. You will never know if the answers is right or is not right. You cannot ask to the people that are doing the exam, that as you know is another company different from Microsoft. The official exam is other company different. So you have to ask them, and you must be in contact with them, and they will give you all the details of if it's possible to do the exam and confirm the exam, etc. But at the end of the exam, you receive information about which is your rate. Because, for example, in Spain, if you have a 500 in the exams, you pass the exam. Here, if you have a 500, you don't pass the exam. You have 600, you don't pass the exam, and you only pass with 700 over 1,000. That means you have to pass with a 7. That means that you have to be able to have a higher knowledge. And if you don't pass the exam, what they will tell you is about the topics. They will tell you you have a good knowledge of the topic 1. That is, the topic 1 is related about the main areas of applications and database, environments, structure. Then you will have other topics once you are doing all the tests, all the questions. As you know, for example, these questions are you have the questions and the system available in exam from different suppliers, and that are for free, but you have questions in the platform. You have many questions in the platform, but now what we do is to make you think and ask about this situation. So are practical questions in this way, that they say your company wants to simplify business process, as you know, using Power Automate and Power Apps. As you know, Power Platform have different technologies, and what this question is telling you is that we have to be focused on Power Apps and Power Automate. If this question was talking about Power BI and Power Apps, maybe the answer is different. Why? Because we see that Power Automate is a tool to improve efficiency and automation of the processes, and Power Apps is a tool to create apps and integrate through the data of the organization. But if we are talking with Power BI, we will talk about more improving the decisions or everything. So the question always, the first lines are integrated with the what is the answer. If you the answer can change because of this point. So, which is you have been tasked with creating an AI model using AI Builder. So we have to know what is AI Builder. AI Builder, as you know, is a solution that is in Power Platform. Maybe some of you have not seen what is AI Builder. So what you have to do when you have this question, preparing this question, is to go to the internet and find, as Rafael yesterday told to a group of learners, it is very important, the Google activity. If you need to learn about Google, we cannot be always to teach you. You have everything changes very fast, and you have to be able and to be master in getting the right information in the right moment, doing your investigation process. If you have to learn to investigate and to get this content. You don't know a builder, so you have to go to Google. You have to find all the question that is in Google. You can see the information in Microsoft.com that they have all the learned content, but not is the content that you can see in learner.com on the activities that you can do in the labs is to make you understand how the processes are working. But it is very much necessary for you to dive in the depth of the Microsoft Docs. Microsoft Docs is very important for you because they are going to give you all the details and of all the knowledge, not only in the surface level, but the details. So AI Builder is a tool that makes they work with models that they are improve processes. They make they put the use of artificial intelligence, for example, to classify different documents. We have different documents and we want to classify them by label. We have the label. It is the instrument to make the classification. So we can, for example, we have an organization that wants to order their documents and they have a lot of same documents. So what they do is they want to sort out. They want to sort the documents. So they will use a classification model. We can have another group, another work that we can do. That we need to detect objects that are in the documents. So we will do with this object detection model. And then we have a form prediction model. So the question, they say you have tasked with creating an AI model using AI Builder that examines client assessments regarding products. What do you have to do in this question? Well, you have to try to understand how is the process of this company, because no one is going to send you an video or are going to tell you how is the document, or if it's a document or if it's another element. You have to think that for example, when Microsoft talks about products, we have to think about the concept of catalog. So that means that we are going to have a lot of products. So that means that we will have as well assessments. We will have assessments from these products. The customer has bought one product and they have an assessment. How do they create the assessment? How do create the assessment? I ask to you. Anyone can. How they do the assessment? Using a detection system, a form processing system, an object detection system, category, or prediction model. How they will do that? How they materialize this assessment? Okay, so if we ask that, the question is answered, because if you do, how do we materialize, how the customer is materializing the assessment, that means that which is the correct answer. Please, the students that are here, tell me if it's the A, the B, the C, or the D. I am waiting in the chat, looking who is answering. Everybody has to answer. Everybody, not the technical people, of course. In the chat, please. Will you do the D, the C, the B, the A? So the question is, Dimitro says, this is the forms, but which is the question? You have to the name of the question, I assume, is the C, like of Catalonia, no? C of Catalonia. Okay.
Because I'm from cell phone, it's not very convenient.
Okay.
Well,
if
to study the logic of the process, the customer should fill the form with his opinion about the product.
Okay.
With his information. So
it's
yes,
right.
the answer.
Yeah, it's right. It's right, Dimitro. Of course, we have the option that Xavier very kindly has answered, which is the A, and it is good to know. It's better that you think about that, not answering. So it's very important to think which is the tool, and of course, if you don't, maybe you don't, you have been studying that 4 weeks ago, or you have seen the model 4 weeks ago, and you were studying other part of the course, and this question maybe is not clear. But in this way, what we should try is to try to understand among the question. This is why, for example, if we use the two questions that you use are the most answered. Okay, so but what the company needs is to use the best. If they have, the question could be, we have already installed AI Builder with the, and we have processed the assessments. Which is the model that you have to use? If this question is like this, the right answer will be the A, because we have already done the first one. So the first one is the C, a form processing model. That means that the company has many forms, and these forms are developed by artificial intelligence, that this artificial intelligence is going to read these forms and is going to receive the information. So the examination process will be the data, or having is the right question is C. Okay. And if we pass now, another thing is that this is the correct answer. The system is answering the question that what happened here, you see? Learn here. Sometimes the reference is information from Microsoft Learn. Another time the reference is information from Microsoft Docs. Okay, Microsoft Docs. Microsoft Docs is the docs that the technical people have to know about the technology. Another one, they send you to blogs, where is in this URL the question is not answered in the blog, is not answered in a doc, or is not answered in Microsoft Learn, is not answered in a lab, is not answered, is talk among the different technical people, and in a blog they are telling what is the best model to apply in this question. And you see, this is official blog of Microsoft. So this is official blog for Microsoft is giving you information about the understanding of the team. Okay. So what we see here. Another question. Remember that in the class we have seen different options and in different ways of doing the question. No, this question means that you can drag and drop. You see the type of question, and we are in the topic one. That means that they are going to ask us about the same part that we have been talking. That means Canvas app and the power apps. In this case, is information about they are going to ask you about power apps. Okay, because Power Platform, we have been talking. The last question was in about AI Builder and Power Platform, and here is Power Apps. It's a question of Power Apps. Power Apps has the question is you are in the process of designing a new multi-page Canvas app. Multi-page Canvas app, if we are talking about different pages, that means that we can have, for example, different variables in each page. As you remember, we have seen some samples of multi-page Canvas app, and that means that we are going to have different components in the Canvas app. We can have in the Canvas app text, we can have variables, we can have collections, or we can have galleries. In this question, what they want you to know is to have clear when are you going to use one of these variables. As you know about the collections, is information that is working just in the moment that we are creating the application. We are using the application, and then we can have different variables that are taking especially information in the context, which will be the most localized variable. Then we have the global variable that applies everywhere in this application, and then we have the environment variable. That means that is going to. Do you remember that Microsoft Power Apps? The first big element is the tenant. You have to have your own tenant. You have to have that is one by organization. The tenant. We can have multi-tenant organization, but the tenant is the way that is going to be the URL. When you get to the tenant, you go to the organization. That means that you have the entity, and then you have here the different you have the different environments where you can. So all the screens with this Canvas app. Apps is very similar to do a very typical development, very typical design. that you can create with the functionalities of the own system. You don't have to program, and you can create and you are going to create collections with the data. So the first point is collections are the main point of creation once the data is moving or is creating through the so if we have the environment, and then in the environment we are going to we have the apps, and all in each environment different apps. So if we are in the app and we are going to work with the app, this app is related with the environment, and we are going to work with one Canvas app that is related. Each app is related to the environment. This is an idea that do you remember that we can access to different environments, and we will see different apps. We are going to see we are in the same tenant, but we go and in the same organization, but suddenly we go to the environment of personal environment. We have some apps. If we go to a default environment, we have another apps. So the idea is we have the environment and the app, and they say the app connects to an outside data to load data. So when we are talking about data, we have to think about collections, because collections are the system that apps have to get all the information. They are collecting this information, and there is in one of the labs there is precisely one activity about the collections when we are taking information about the data. And all screens with the Canvas app must have access to the data after it is loaded. Through a way that can be access to the data. You want to make sure that the data retrieval from the data source for the app is kept to a minimum. So that we have to think in productivity. Why they say to a minimum? Because maybe the question could be another one. You can do the same maybe with another kind of variable, or you can use, instead of using one collection, you can use other kind of variable. But what they say is to be effective, there is only one question. There is only one right answer, and you need to configure the use of suitable data store. In which of the following options you need to do in the most efficient way. So we have to the answer, okay. Which of the following could be us? Answer by dragging the correct option from the list of the answer arrow. Very interesting here. The order is not it is not going to be necessary. In some questions, if you put in, they will tell you the order is necessary, and its correct answer will be. If you do the order in bad way, that means that it is not going to work, because the questions are on process. This question is not about process, it's about components, about elements. So which are the two questions we can maybe talk about the collection and the variable that we have been talking, or environment variable. So which will be the correct answers in these two? Dimitro and Fakar, what do you think?
It's two you talk about, it's collection and environment. These are the
Okay.
two options you've emphasized on. When
Okay,
you were...
and Fakar, do you think it's the same? Maybe in the question, maybe I don't understand, or maybe I don't remember. they're going to explain you different variables. They're going to explain you the different relationships. Okay, so the idea that we have, and now we are we have arrived to the end of the meeting, is that you need to dedicate time. This is not an office online in course on that you can have some information if you want to get real knowledge to then apply in the real world. The idea is to do this kind of connection. Maybe you don't understand the question and the concept you don't understand, but the best way is work with the question, and maybe if you have seen a lab or you see the content to work with this action. Regarding the URLs are very useful because they can give you, in this point, for example, it's not a blog, is the docs, the Microsoft docs, where you have most of the explanations in technical information and can give you the answer. Why we work with the questions? Because we think that we can explain the concepts, and instead of studying many different contents that you have already, you have everything in the platform, and you have everything as well in the Microsoft Learn. You are going to start learning much more, and once you have already, for example, answer 5 questions about data source, you will be able to pass any other question that could be have to do with Power Platform and data source. Okay. So, well, we are now in the finishing of the meeting, and what we think is very interesting is to first, please the persons that are connected in the course, Olina and Fakhar and Dimitro and the rest of the group. Thank you very much for your information and your attendance. We will continue with this activity, and we will invite you to the same day at the next week at the same hour. Okay, like this, everybody can organize and can be able to organize their time and to check that. If you see that this time is not the best for having the time, thank you, Lina, for your attendance. Please let us know. Maybe we can do the meeting in the afternoon, or we can do another moment. Okay, but I think in the morning that could be better because the installation is open and the facility is open, so it's better to do in this way, I think. But if you, for example, thinks it's better to do in earlier in the morning or maybe in the afternoon until, because you have the maybe I think it's until it can be open, the facility. But anyway, please, we are going to put this record in the system. So please send this information to everybody that wants to know and they want to continue, because as you know, we think that if you get this professional certification of the PL-100, will be much easier for us to move your resume in the companies that can get the employment. Okay. So any question, any question, any other question or any comment? Okay. Sí,
Technical
Mariano.
questions, the labs, but that's, I think we will get them to the support. So no question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please, yes, remember that support is here to answer your questions. It's not, if it's technical for the course, it's not exempt about technical questions of the course, and it's not me in my email. The system is that we have a group of people that are always looking for these questions. So it's much more, is the way that that is going to answer you about this situation and questions that you will be very happy to answer you. We are checking all days all this content of these questions, and we answer you in a one day term if it's a question that is not already answered in the forum. Okay. Bueno, okay, pues anything else? We can stop the recording, and what we will do is to